Hello everyone, it's Teddy Games here. Welcome back to the channel. I'm currently sick, so I do apologise for my voice and things like that. I do also have one of those like throat drops in my mouth right now just to help me get through this, so I do apologise in advance. But all the Infinity Nikki stuff has been dropping. A bunch of it dropped yesterday and I feel so behind and I kind of want to do a video on it. So especially because this definitely appeals to me. They really know how to target me and it upsets me. I feel personally attacked. But yeah, I figured we could go over it, have a look at some of the trailers, have a look at how some of the outfits look and things like that, and just take a look together. So let's go through the trailer first.
Oh, great fairy! Such a beautiful countryside, yet not a single fairy in sight! What even is a coup? Why are they trying to lock me in there?
Fairy? What kind of fairy do you mean?
You can hear me? It all started last night. I was practicing magic in the valley. The moment I waved my fairy wand, a slumber sheep appeared right before my eyes. And then I ended up like this. On the last beginner's magic test,
So
I scored a...
I do kind of like that they're introducing more fairies into the game. I have seen some comments from people saying, oh, can we stop introducing other characters? We've got so many other backstories and stuff like that, which I do agree, but a lot of these updates they're kind of filler content. That's all it is. So I don't mind if throwaway characters kind of get used in them. And then it sort of means if they reuse that character model in the background later, like at some point I suspect we'll get to explore the fairy kingdom and stuff, and we could definitely see this new character in the background, or it could be someone that we end up visiting later down the line or something. But I don't mind too much. I've got no issues with that. I do think the whole start of this is quite funny. Quite humorous. It tickles me.
a 60.
That sounds pretty good, but out of what?
500.
Looking like a tree is the most important part of being a tree.
Oh, great fairy, look at what the slumber sheep has done. It's crazy. 100,000 fairy mysteries.
Okay, this definitely looks quite fun and interesting. So there does appear to be this like bouncy castle thing we can jump. This reminds me a lot of the hot air balloons from the balloon update. What one was that? The fireworks fest. This is what this reminds me of, is like a version of one of those. I don't know if it's meant to. It's interesting that we talk to a tree. I wasn't expecting that. That's a bit unusual.
Oh, great fairy.
Also, these things are really cute. They kind of remind me of a rock version of, you know, those things from Legend of Zelda. The tree things, the tree kind of like sprite things. Kuroks? Oh, I've forgotten their name. Okay, I am sick. You have to forgive me. Whatever those things are called. It just reminds me of a rock version of one of those.
Look
but
at
it's
what the
cute.
slumber sheep has done. It's crazy. 100,000 fairy mysteries.
Oh, I can feel the flow of magic.
I mean, this is kind of cool. It's cool to have a more masculine focused outfit. I mean, the cape is kind of cool and stuff like that. It personally isn't really my jam. I could do with not seeing these shorts ever again. The fact that like every other pair of shorts in this game is in this style, I am so done. I am so done. I do not need any more shorts that look like this. Why all the shorts? Why is it always shorts? I hate the shorts. Can we stop with the shorts? yeah, it's nice to have a different style. I will admit that. It's nice to have something a bit different in terms of like a focus outfit, you know, to have something that is a bit more masculine kind of look. I say this in sort of stereotypes because obviously I do believe in the notion that clothing isn't gendered. Anyone can wear what they want, but just so you understand, like, just kind of like stereotypically or whatever, it is nice to have a prince outfit rather than a princess. But I don't vibe with this at all. It is not my vibe. But I'm not gonna lie, I love all this, the fairy vibes, the fairy tale vibes are definitely my jam. Anything that is very kind of fairy core or princess core is very much my aesthetic. And I do think I like the outfit. I do think I do.
Magic, like the trees spring in springtime. It flows all throughout your clothes.
The slumber sheep has hidden itself inside an aerial maze.
Just wave the fairy wand. Geppetto, time to go. Time to show.
It's quite interesting that obviously we do change this carriage. I'll change the rock into a carriage. Obviously very reminiscent of like Cinderella type vibes and stuff like that. I'm a little confused. I'm assuming this is just part of an event thing, sadly. I think I was kind of hoping, because like I did see this trailer yesterday, that the carriage was going to have a bit more relevance. But I don't think it does based on some of the previews we see for the outfits. I just think this is part of the kind of like the story quest for the event.
Time to show. We're coming for you, Slumber Sheep. Look out!
So yeah, it is called Playful Season, which I think is very fun. This is definitely very storybook fairy tale vibes, which is 100% my kind of jam. Just anything along those lines I love. I love this kind of fairy godmother aesthetic. I do think it is quite cute. Yeah, I like it. I do like it ultimately. Okay, so we have exclusive quest, only the fairies know, world and random quest series, cherubic moments. So this does look like it's set up in Stoneville. So obviously if you're a newer player, you'll want to make sure you've reached the Stoneville area to get this. I mean, I assume you don't have to have reached the Stoneville area, but you'll probably want to get to that point to explore it. But yeah, I do think this is quite interesting. I don't know whether, like, perhaps we did see some of the kind of magic going wrong and things like that. I wonder if perhaps this starts off as like a little balloon that gets enlarged accidentally. It's very cute. I like the fairy tale vibes of it. These spinning like pumpkin cups, like how cute is that? I'm sorry, but that is, I love it. I'm obsessed. I think it's so cute. And the little wands and the hats, no offense, but I hope there's like a store in Stoneville that like sells these as like little accessories we can buy. They have to. In Fold, you have to bring these items as something we can have. It is so cute. Okay, Windsong Tunnel. Okay, so that's like a gliding kind of task or event, I guess. And then Buddy Squash Spin. So this is interesting because this looks like a posing, you know, when we could pose on the bubbles in the current event, like we could do the sightseeing. I wonder if the Fuddy Squash Spin does the same kind of notion where we can use it to traverse and then we just pose in it. Hop on the Barasan. Yeah, this is exactly like the air balloons from thingy, but it looks like it's got a little bit more bounce. This is the realm challenges. I love these. I think they look so cute. Like the whole aesthetic of this, of like the classic storybook fairy tales, a little bit of celestial vibing through. This item, this furniture piece is so pretty. I swear to God, when we get housing, they better add this item as something we can get. It's so pretty. It looks like, so we see Nikki come up to the rock thing and collect it. So I wonder if we have to collect so many of those. And it does, like, I didn't say anything then, I should have said something. Obviously, it looks like this can all be done co-op now, so I'm going to assume going forward, any of these kind of like event realms that we can go through, perhaps they're all going to be co-op. Also, I'm going to say it as well, just because I noticed the light things here too. I like to hope, it might be wrong, but I like to hope that a lot of these assets that they're making for these event things could potentially turn into assets for the housing. I'm hoping and praying, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I would absolutely love this. Or like this pathway as like a rug. This is so cute. I love this. I know I'm getting my hopes up unnecessarily, but... Okay, Misty Poetics, get it, you can't see because of me here, but it says get it for free during the Veiled in Verses event. So this will be one of those dresses, a bit like the honeybee outfit, where you have to do certain tasks to unlock it. I do think this is quite cute. Yeah, it's cute. It's not an outfit I would jump at, but it's cute. I mean, these outfits that you get for free, they all have a similar... I don't want to say a similar look because they don't, but you can see comparatively compared to like the 4-star dresses, like this definitely feels like a free outfit. But it is cute. It is cute. I love the dress and the colour of it, the blue. There's a very Ling Lang style to it. Like just the shape of it feels like it's very Ling Lang style, which is very, very cute. I do like it. I do think it's pretty, but yeah, for a free outfit, I'm never gonna complain. Okay, so event rewards. Participate in the event to obtain rewards including 15 revelation crystals, an exclusive stylist card background, a title, growth materials, and over 3,200 diamonds. Okay. So that's what? 20 pools? 35 pools? Is that right? Is 1,200 a temple? I think it is. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I think it is, yeah. I think 1,200's a temple. I'm sorry, like I said, you have to excuse me. I am feeling a bit sick. So, yeah, 35 pools. I mean, it's not groundbreaking by any sense, but it's still nice. It's still nice. Every little helps. Not gonna complain at all. Okay, so that is the end of the official trailer. Let's move on. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the 1.6 outfit preview for Enchanted Encounter. Now, obviously, I'm quite excited about this because it is a mesh of two of my favourite things, Fairy Core and Princess Core. This is so cute, like the opening, Momo coming here and then opening this like storybook is so adorable. Is this in the Noise house? And this is beautiful, the detailing. I love it. This wand, I'm really sad because I do believe this wand is just like a kind of whimsicality thing. I don't think it's theirs like permanent handhold, which I think is absolutely criminal. They need to stop with that. They need to stop. They did it once already with the shepherdess outfit, and it was like something that obviously upset a lot of people, and I'm so disappointed that this doesn't seem like it's permanent. I'll show you why later when we get to it. Also, I love this choker. It definitely feels like the holographic, the iridescent vibes of everything. This wand is just such a beautiful item. I'm obsessed with it. This is so fun and whimsical, like Nikki just trying to learn her magical abilities, and all the animals are having none of it. They're like, leave me alone, Nikki. Oh, them shoes. Now it does look like, looking at this, you see this texture here? There is without a shadow of a doubt some kind of stockings or shoes. And it looks like the stockings might have some pearl details to them. I could be wrong. This could just be a part of the shoe, because obviously the shoe has the kind of like pearl details, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is like the shoe stocking. The evolution, these giant wings, like, watch this closely. Watch this closely. Hold on. Let me rewind. Right, watch the wings. Watch the wings. You'll see they grow. Do you see that? They extend. I'm so annoyed. Like, you can basically see it. Any of this wispy outline bit is like the extension on the fully evolved version. And I'm so annoyed because I love these wings. They're beautiful. I'm a sucker for wings. And I want these. But I don't love the outfit enough to pull for 2 full versions of the outfit. I don't. I'm sorry, but I just don't. It is not my bag. I mean, it is my bag in the sense that I love the outfit. The outfit is gorgeous, but it's not like it's a 10 out of 10. It's not 100 out of 10. And I think for me to pull for a dress twice, it needs to be perfect to every single little detail for me to invest that kind of money, because it is expensive. It is very, very expensive. And me not pulling for final evolutions, I think, is something that helps me with pulling for outfits more often, because people who pull twice, like, that's another outfit that you've just sort of wasted your diamonds on not getting. Does that make sense? Not wasted, because that sounds like it's a bad thing to do, and absolutely pull for final evolutions if that's what you love. But like, if you've got enough diamonds to pull for a dress twice, technically that's 2 base evolutions you could get. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for what I'm trying to say. But yeah, this is a elegant, I think. Yeah, it's an elegant outfit, which is quite cute. It is nice that we've got something that's a bit fairy-like that isn't sweet, because the last fairy outfit, I believe, is sweet and not elegant. So It would be nice for me if I had like a fairy version of every attribute. Like if I had a fresh fairy, a cool fairy and stuff like that, I would just be obsessed. That's what I want ultimately. But yeah, very, very, very cute. I do like it. Yeah, look, you can see it better here, the stockings. Look at it even looks like there's a bit of an ombre. I don't know if that's for certain or not, because there is a bit of tooling which could be causing the ombre, but there's definitely stockings with this. So I don't know if this is a 10 or 11 piece. And this is one of the items you get, like, you know how we have some of the items you can use for photo props. So yeah, it is an animal grooming outfit with a soft tap of the wand. Shimmering starlight spills into the air. In the glow, animals gently rise, shedding their dust as they transform into fairies with fluttering wings, which I think is so cute. I love that. I am literally so obsessed with that. Like, look at this. Imagine that, grooming all those animals in one go. Hold on, I need to see what this looks like on like the bulkhead and stuff. Look, it even works on kids. Which is hilarious. Yeah, so this is fairy traces, can be placed in open spaces. Step through the enchanted tunnel of the storybook and reach into the swirling vortex of time. Perhaps you'll find yourself in a fairy tale realm, following the delicate traces of fairies. I love this. I think this is so cute. Like, look at the floral embellishments on it. It is very beautiful. It's very me. It's very me. And this is one of the evolution colours, which we will get into in a bit. I gotta say though, the clipping of the wings into it, because technically I can only really describe it as clipping, because like it is a bit awkward. It is a bit awkward, I'm not gonna lie. Aesthetically, it's a bit awkward. Okay, let's move on to the next video. So this is the outfit preview if we go through it here. It's so pretty. I love this, like I said, this iridescent kind of sheen is so, so, so beautiful. It is so stunning. See, look, see how her wand disappears? It's not in her hand permanently, which is why I just think it's part of, later on, I think we see it. There's like a pose that uses it. And I think it's also just part of the animal grooming. I don't think that wand is like a permanent handheld, which is a little disappointing, not gonna lie, especially because it has been an issue of complaint within the community about handhelds being kind of like not permanent things we can walk with, not separate accessories. So I don't understand why they've done this when they know there's backlash to this. It is disappointing, I won't lie. I do agree, it is a bit disappointing personally. This is beautiful. I love this. Okay, so this one here is this. Okay, so fully glow up to obtain Enchanted Encounter Emerald Dream. So I do think this is the glowed up version because this is like an emerald color. It is beautiful. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. I wouldn't necessarily, I mean, some of it feels quite emerald, but like the top bit, this feels very teal. It is definitely more of the green side of a teal, but like this top specifically feels quite teal. And then it especially the hat is more of like a blue teal, and then it kind of transitions from this blue into this green. But I love it. I love it. I think it's so good. And then this one, is this just one of the, I think this is the second evolution. So this is Enchanted Encounter Snowcrest, I do believe. This again, gorgeous, so pretty, the blue color. And then we have this one, which is more of a yellow toned, which I believe is the Enchanted Encounter Gleam. It's not my vibe. We all know I hate yellow. I am so sick to death of seeing yellow and gold tones all over the place. It is just not, it's not for me at this stage. I cannot, yeah, I just can't. The yellows and the pinky purples I'm just done with. Please just stop giving us pinks, purples and yellows. Thank you. And then this is the final evolution, which of course is purple tone, something I mentioned. I am sick to death of, but this is Enchanted Encounter Dreamtail. It does have a slightly larger wing, so you can see the base form of the wings with this, and then you can see how much larger it is. If I love this outfit, if this felt like a must-have, like if this was fully black and perhaps it didn't have that stupid hat. I mean, I say stupid hat. The hat is perfect for the vibes of the dress. Let's not lie. For a fairy tale, fairy godmother kind of outfit, it is a 10 out of 10. It is perfect for the vibes, but it's just like, I am not going to be wearing that hat, realistically. The hat is not something I'm going to be running around in. It's just not the vibe for me. If there was a crown and this was fully black, it would be a must pull to the end, I think. Because it is, the rest of it is visually stunning. But just the colorway isn't. But I love these wings. I'm obsessed with these wings. I hate that they gave us these beautiful big wings and I can't get them. I'm not gonna get them. I'm not gonna get them. Actually, I wonder now, is the headpiece a bit longer? Oh no, it's not. It's about the same length. That's fine. Okay, so this is the Momo cloak outfit. Momo's cloak inspired by the flowing dresses of fairies. Under the sunlight, the sheer sparkling veil casts flickering shadows on the ground, revealing Momo's pointy ears peeking out from beneath the hood. With a grin, Momo proudly declared, "Look, both of my ears are wearing hats." It's cute. It is cute. I'm not gonna lie, it's cute. Okay, this makeup. Look how pretty that is. I do love the makeup. I do love the makeup. The makeup is gorgeous. So pretty. These little details. I have a feeling I'm trying to get a better look. It looks like the top part of the sleeve might be attached to the dress. If this lacing is connected, then I think the top sleeves are attached. The base bit is a glove. I'm pretty certain about this. This I'm not sure of. It's hard to distinguish, I think, as to whether it is connected or not. I haven't worked that out yet. I think these sparkles are attached to the hat as well. I think they're a part of the hat piece. Yeah, this is the glow up. It's so pretty. I love it. I'm such a sucker for a good princess vibe. A princess and fairy vibe. I'm sold. Okay, so this is Poe's Radiant Cast. Very cute. I like it. This is the yellowy gold. Okay, this is Poe's dream weaving twist, which the little pouty look is quite cute. I'm not gonna lie. Look at that, the little, do you guys see this? The little stars in the wings. Ah, I'm so obsessed. And then this is Poe's Fairy's Whisper, and this is what I was talking about the wand. You see how in all these other previews, she doesn't have the wand until this pose. I feel like the wand only shows when doing the ability, the animal grooming, and doing this set pose. I think, oh, and with the interact on the, what do you call it, the photo prop, it seems like the wand appears there, but the rest of the time the wand is gone. It's just not there. So I don't think it's a separate, like, I don't think it's an item, which I think is a travesty. They need to stop with that. Yeah, see, look at this. It looks like it's attached. It almost looks like the lacing connects, which makes me think the top of this is attached. I'm trying to figure out the pieces, because obviously there's the hat, there's the hair, there's the earrings, there's the necklace choker. I think this is one, potentially. It's hard to tell. Just because of the way the beading goes around the top of this and the bottom, it does look like they're connected. We have the wings, the dress, the gloves, the shoes and the socks, which would be 9. What am I missing? Hold on, let's go through this again. Hat, hair, earrings, wings, necklace, dress, gloves, shoes and socks. That's 9 pieces. And it's not a 9 piece, it's definitely a 10. So maybe the neckwear is too different, or maybe the sleeves are different. I think it could be a 10 piece. It could be a 10 piece. I don't know for certain though, but just like thinking about it, like obviously shoes and socks we've seen, dress we've got, gloves we've got, necklace, hat, earrings, hair, wings. I think either the top sleeves are separate or the necklace is 2 pieces, which will bring us our 10 pieces, I think, if I can math. So yeah, this is the decoration, the fairy traces, which is very, very cute. I love the florals on it. I think they are very, very cute. I do think the clipping looks a bit weird sometimes. Like, just something about it feels a bit awkward. Like, I guess the only way is to have clipping unless Nikki comes out a bit further. And then this is the animal grooming, which I do think is probably going to be handy in places like Stoneville, where there's a lot of animals in one space. I think for grooming things like the bibcoon, for instance, like an animal that's kind of on its own, this feels like it could be quite timely and not as efficient as some of the other animal grooming methods. But definitely for bulk grooming, when you have like a collection of the like chickens and the sheep and stuff like that all in one close space, I can definitely see this being very helpful. And now lastly, just because I don't have a like kind of full screen version of the 4-star outfit, so I do believe this is the 4-star that runs on the 5-star banner, because if we check the Twitter post, the fairy outfit, it says that during the event use the crystals to resonate in fairy secret, and it says the same for the 4-star outfit, Twilight Oath. Now this is a cool outfit. It does have a cool attribute, which is quite nice. It is a whimsicality ability. So it says the graceful prince bows, and in that fleeting moment, starlight and blossom swell together, blooming into a dazzling display of elegance. After using the prince bow ability, Nikki transforms into the elegant prince from a fairy tale, with a starlight lingering in every gesture. The stardust twirls and chases petals in a graceful dance. The prince's dreamlike figure freezes a shimmering moment of light. And it does say, like I said, in the resonance rules to resonate in fairy secret. And this is a 4-star. And it is cool. So it's the 4-star as part of the 5-star banner. So if you want this, you have to pull on that 5-star banner to obtain this. Yeah, I mean, I feel like these are just bonus outfits you get if you're pulling for the 5-star. That's the way I see it, kind of thing, because I couldn't imagine just pulling on a 5-star banner for a 4-star outfit personally. I feel like knowing that you can pull for 4-star outfits with a much cheaper price point, it just kind of cost-wise to me doesn't make sense. But again, your money, your choices, your decision to go for in regards to that. So we do have a glow up option, and we also have the evolved option of this outfit. So let's take a look at this preview. Yeah, it's definitely not my vibes, but it will definitely appeal to some people. I hate the shorts. The shorts just drive me mad. I hate this shape of short. I was so done with it. I like the colour options I guess they've gone for, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to find something cute to say about it. Okay, so it looks like these roses are what kind of spawns when doing the whimsicality. Oh, I do like, look at this, the sparkles. Okay, I do like that. That might be quite nice for some photos, like photo effects. So let's go through this. So the base one is this kind of blue and gold, and then we have the pink option as well. The pink option, which color option is that gonna be? I feel like this is the glowed up, because you can evolve it into Twilight Oath Blaze, and I feel like Blaze is more synonymous with like red colors, and if we have a look, we'll see the next outfit is more red. So I do think this is the Blaze. I'll see if I can double check on that. Yeah, red is the Blaze. So yes, I have confirmed that with the information from Twitter. So this is the evolved version, and the pink version is the glowed up version, just in case you're wondering for colors and what you have to do and obtain and things like that. It's going to be interesting to see how the cloak works. Is all this detailing fixed to the cloak? I wonder if it's quite versatile. I like the crown, though don't get me wrong, I love the crown. But I just don't know how I feel about some of the other aspects of it. I do like this whimsicality for photos. I think this kind of sparkle and light effect, I'm really intrigued to see how the photo girlies make use of this, because I have a feeling they could do some really cool things with this. Yeah, very cute. Next, we'll just take a brief look at this outfit. So this is the limited time free outfit. So it says, as the rainy season arrives, deep alleys are shrouded in a dreamlike mist, yet it's now the purple flowers awaken. Oh, very, very interesting. So again, you do need to do the task to unlock this. This is a 3-star outfit. It is pretty. It definitely feels like a 3-star outfit, but it is pretty. I love the colors of it, the blue tone and stuff like that of the dress. It's cute. It's cute. And for free, I'm not gonna complain. Okay, next we'll take a look at the shop outfits. So we have two shop outfits for Stellarites. We have the Among Bamboo Shadows for 300 Stellarites, and we have Sky Supplier for 60. Now, I'm not sure I'll go for this one, the Among Bamboo Shadows. I feel like this kind of style and aesthetic, because we've had a few Ling Lang outfits, feels quite familiar. And for 300 Stellarites, it's not a bad price. I don't think it's a bad price. I think if you are a bit of a spender in game, this is a beautiful, beautiful outfit to have. But for someone like me who has to consider my purchases, someone who is a low spender, I think this might have to be a pass. I love these sleeves. I love the dress. It is beautiful. But it's definitely an outfit that I just think at 300 Stellarites, I might have to pass on. And then we have the next outfit, which is Sky Supplier. Now, this is the one for 60 Stellarites, I believe. It's the reduced amount. Yeah, 60 Stellarites. And for 60 Stellarites, I'm not gonna lie, I think this looks great. For 60 Stellarites isn't bad. If you've already got Stellarites, I think at 60 this is quite cool. And I like that this feels very different from anything we currently have. This feels like such a different vibe, which I love. So I think at 60 Stellarites, I will absolutely pick this up. I like the bear theming of it. It's kind of cute, you know, like the bear pilot hat, the little bear print on the collar there, or the choker, I should say. Ignore me, please, ignore me. I'm sick, okay? But yeah, I love this. I think it's very, very cute. It feels very original, like the shaping and the colorway and stuff like that. I mean, the shoes are probably quite similar to some shoes we already have, but I do think the overall vibe and aesthetic of this outfit is quite unique. So I think if you do have the Stellarite, I think this is probably a worthwhile purchase. And then we also have some more shop items. We have the Stirring Sweet Dreams here, which is the Sweet Dream cauldron. So it's 300 Stellarites for this decoration. Add a touch of fairy tale magic, a sprinkle of fantasy, make it beautiful and light. Oops, my hand slipped. Even experienced fairies have their occasional slip-ups. Now, I'd like to see more of this. It looks like a cauldron that perhaps gives off special effects. I like this. I think this is fun. I do quite like this. I do quite like this. I'm not gonna lie. I quite like this. I think this is fun. And I think if you got the witchy outfit, this might be a fun addition to have for like a witchy cauldron as well. Now, for some reason, it doesn't talk about this one in the post here. It only mentions the mischief managed and the childhood dream. Oh wait, no, this is the sleepless spin. Okay, never mind. Spend only 180 diamonds to get this new decoration, sleepless spin. This is the childhood motto of chasing dreams. Shout it the loudest of all. I don't know. I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I love it. If it was a real horse, if it was a real horse, I mean, 180 diamonds isn't too much. I'll give them that. I think I need to see more about this. If this was a proper carousel item, I would love it, but we have that already on the fireworks island, I guess. But I don't know if I love this enough. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts on this. And then we have Mischief Managed, Snag the Charm in Set Fun and Frolic for only 180 Stellarites, which includes Hair Bedhead Chic, Pose Gentle Wipe, and Playful Art Makeup, with dye still on the face and eyes begging for mercy. How could you not forgive such a cute kid? Okay, so this is obviously meant to be a very kidcore kind of look or item. I quite like the hair. Maybe it's because I always had messy hair. I was gonna say growing up, but even as an adult, it gets so knotty and tangly. So I do quite like the hair. The hair's adorable. We do have a preview of the makeup. I mean, you can see it a bit here as well. I'm not sure I love the makeup. I'm not obsessed with that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The eyes are cute. Do the eyes come with it? Because it doesn't say, but those eyes look like... Because it says playful art makeup. Would that include the eyes? I don't know. The contacts? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But I do think this is cute. I do think it's kind of cute. Is it... I don't know. The eyes are cute and the hair's cute, but I don't really care for the face splatterings. The face splatterings is just a bit weird. It is a bit weird, not gonna lie. It's a bit weird. But yeah, that's all the current previews for now for the upcoming update in Infinity Nikki. What are you most excited for? Will you be pulling or not? Let me know in the comments down below. I am so gutted that this wand is not a permanent handhold, it seems. I feel like it should be. It should be. I would take an 11-piece outfit if it meant I had the wand as a handheld. Not gonna lie, guys. I know a lot of us are annoyed about 11-piece outfits, but I would have taken it if it meant I could have the wand. I want the wand. This again is why it's not a full pull for me. If it had the wand, maybe it would. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Are you pulling? Are you not? Will you get anything from the shop? What are your thoughts on the shop outfits? Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, that's gonna leave it or wrap up for me here. Thank you so much for hanging out and looking over this update stuff with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys! A huge shout out to our super top members, Spread Lake and Caroline Rose. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It means so much to me, and I appreciate you spending the extra to become a super top. Thank you so much.